Julian and I got the fuck up out of there.
Runaway. But she slips on, what, her socks? That sucks, man. I would have much rather seen her put up more of a fight or have a proper chase
Oh
scene.
my
But
gosh.
maybe I'm just being picky about Vicky. Instead,
Wait, did she
Michael
die?
kills
Oh,
her
she
quickly
died.
with a couple of kitchen knife stabs
Oh,
to the back and
nah.
then shuts the bedroom door. As for Stoner Dave,
I'm sorry, bro. Terrified. Now that I'm thinking about it, bro, Terrifier looks ass, bro. That shit does not look scary at all. I'm sorry, bro. We watching Halloween, bro.
welcome
That
to the Kill
Terrifier
Count,
shit
where we
looks
tally up
ass.
the victims in all our
That shit
favorite
look like
horror
a.
movies.
That
I'm
shit
James
look
A.
like it was filmed on an iPhone. I'm sorry, bro. I'm
And
sorry.
today we're looking at Halloween. No, not the 1978 original. No, not the Rob Zombie remake either. Yeah, there you go. The 2018 sequel that
Let's
has
go.
the same exact name as the original.
2018
for some
sequel.
reason. Although its title is the same, Halloween 2018 is not a reboot, at least not entirely. What it does do is create another new timeline in the Halloween franchise, since this movie is a direct sequel to the original 1978 classic. So in this movie's timeline, there's never been a Jamie Lloyd or a Carrie Tate or a Busta Rhymes or a Sherry Moon.
Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes. I think the first one was on a budget. That's probably why.
Perhaps most
yeah, he said it was,
significantly,
but that
Michael
shit looks.
Myers
That
and
shit
Laurie
looks ass,
Strode are
though.
no longer related.
Wasn't it her brother who like cold-blooded murdered all those teenagers?
No, that's just a bit.
That's the dude from The Quarry. Yo, who was here for the Quarry segment, bro? That's the dude from The Quarry, the gay dude from The Quarry, bro.
Some
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, no, no,
people made up to make him feel better.
The gay
I think.
dude from The
Since
Quarry.
remember, that fact didn't come out until
Yo.
Halloween 2 in 1981.
Ethan, yes, bro.
Strode girl. That's Michael Myers' sister.
I think it's entirely understandable that they wanted to wipe the slate clean, because the timelines for this franchise are ridiculous, and it's much easier to just start over from the end of the original. Halloween
Facts.
2018 is the first sequel since Season of the Witch to have any direct involvement from series co-creator John Carpenter, and in fact the whole movie was billed as a return to form by director David Gordon Green and co-writer Danny McBride. I think they mostly succeeded with that goal. While it may be much flashier and slashier than the now 40-year-old original,
It's
it
Ethan?
definitely feels
Hell
more
yeah.
like
I remember.
Carpenter's classic than anything that involved cult curses or Big Brother style live streams. In this timeline, Michael's been waiting 40 years to
Bro,
kill
there's
again.
something on my
How many will he
fucking
secure
thing,
as a
bro. Hold up.
sadistic, spry 60-year-old? Let's find out and get to them. The movie begins at the Smiths Grove Sanitarium, where uncomfortable close-ups and excellent sound design create an immediate feeling of unease. A couple of wannabe journalist podcasters, Dana and Aaron, are there to record a story about Michael Myers, and to that end, they meet with Michael's overseer, Dr. Sartain, who sounds like Dr. Loomis in more than one way.
Michael has been my
You think John
life
Carpenter is
sensation.
related
In
to
fact,
Sabrina
Sartain
Carpenter?
here was a
Bro,
student of
what,
Dr.
bro?
Loomis, whose shadow still looms as large over this franchise nearly a quarter century after Donald Pleasance's death.
Dr. Loomis was the only one to see him in the wild, and he concluded he was nothing more than pure evil.
Sartain leads them out to the prison yard, where Michael Myers reigns king of this human chessboard. The little pawns all around him start freaking the fuck out when Aaron tries to reach into Michael's soul and evoke something using his old Bill Shatner mask. He says he got the mask from a friend at the AG's office, which sure, I mean it's just a little murder case evidence. Might as well let the amateur podcasters borrow it. No big. Now while the mask they use in this movie isn't for reals the same one they had in 1978, makeup artist Christopher Nelson recreated that mask and added really good-looking aging effects to it. I think this movie's mask looks better than most of the ones from throughout the
Stoner
series,
thoughts.
especially
W Smoker in the chat, bro. Tez, you're a W Smoker, bro.
that stupid fucking alien-looking one from Part 5. In this movie,
Wait, low key, bro. Do I just say fuck it and just stream 48 hours today? Do I just go back to back 48 hours? Low key, like I don't mind streaming all day tomorrow neither. Low key. I don't mind, bro. Like this shit, like today it hasn't even been that bad, bro. You won't do that? Who won't? Who won't? Who won't? Who won't? Who won't? Who won't do that? Hey. Who won't? You bitch? I know, cause I ain't doing that bit. I ain't doing that bit. I got y'all. I ain't doing that, bitch.
Michael Myers
Fuck
is
out of
played by
here.
actor
When this
and
24 hour
stunt
done, it's
performer
done.
James Jude Courtney, who was a very pleasant dude when I met him at the Halloween convention.
tryna
last year.
goon.
Fun fact, Courtney was recommended for the role by stunt coordinator Ron Hutchinson, who did stunts on this film as well as the Rob Zombie Halloween. Because everyone in this movie is obsessed with hearing Michael speak for some reason, Aaron yells at the killer in hibernation to say something a few times, his command eventually crescendoing to an intensity that leads into a title card.
Say something.
The opening credits kick a lot of ass, featuring a pumpkin reverse decomposing and a chance to cheer in the theater when John Carpenter's name comes up. It's all set to an awesome update on his classic theme, and it ends with a close-up on the jack-o'-lantern's eye and nose. Now can you tell it's Michael holding a knife?
Oh, the whole time it's Michael Myers holding a knife. Oh my gosh. Why did I just realize that?
If so many of you couldn't see it in the original, even after I pointed it out. So maybe that's why they made it a lot more clear this time through. When we come back, we find our intrepid podcasters driving around
I just
Haddonfield,
peeped,
Illinois,
bro.
and recording some shithouse quality audio. Seriously, as I mentioned before in the dare I say fantastic trailer reaction video that Chelsea and I did for this movie, we've used the Tascam DR40 extensively. And if you want to know what it would sound like recording without an external mic like Aaron's doing, then here. This is what it sounds like. It sounds like shit. Aaron and Dana pull up to some
Yo,
private
that shit
property
is
that's fenced
ass.
in like a T-Rex pen and has a security camera keeping guard. This is the home of Laurie Strode, and the podcasters earn access with the promise of a $3,000 bribe, or speaking fee. Laurie's house is a full-on isolationist bunker, and it's in this home of floodlights that we get to see the world's most famous final girl again, just after she takes care of all these locks and barriers. We good? Okay, one more. There she is. Hell yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. It's great to see you again. Laurie's not very receptive to
Alright,
these
I'm locked in on the
yahoos
video
who are
now.
prying at her personal
I had to, like,
history
pick
so
something
they
out
can
of my
get more
elbow, bro.
downloads
There was
for
something
their
in my
podcast.
elbow that was
Through them,
hurting.
we learned that she's twice divorced.
Bro, I had like this fucking, okay, so look, bro, I had like this shit like I had like this fucking weird black thing. It was like an ingrown, I don't know if it was an ingrown hair, but that shit was getting on my nerves. So I had to like pick it out with a tweezer, bro, my fault.
And currently
I'm locked in
estranged
now.
from
I'm
her
locked in
daughter's
on the video.
family. The conversation is obviously very painful for Laurie, which makes this whole scene great commentary on how any jackass with a Tascam can fancy themselves the next serial and go invade communities and personal lives. Laurie ain't having it though, and sends these podcasters back to whatever shit town they came from. Let's meet Laurie's estranged family that we just heard about. They consist of her daughter Karen, played by Judy Greer, Karen's husband Ray, played by strongest man in the world Toby Huss, and their
W.
National Honor Society daughter Allison, played by quote-unquote newcomer Andy Manichak. They're introduced to us in a breakfast scene, which is always fun. Remember the Rob Zombie one?
Bitch, I will crawl over there and I will skull fuck the shit out of you.
What
Let's see how
the
this family
fuck?
compares.
Oh man, I got peanut butter on my penis.
Weirdly similar, I guess.
Man, what the fuck, bro?
Whether you're white trash or National Honor Society, breakfast is a good time to talk about penises. As we already learned through those prodding podcasters, Laurie Strode's not on good terms with her daughter's family. Although it sounds like Allison wants to be closer to Gram Gram than her mom Karen will allow. She expresses this frustration to everyone in her social circle. Let's see, we've got her best friend Vicky, who's all about that boba. Vicky's boyfriend Dave, a stoner played by the son of Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon, whose mischief involves blowing up pumpkins. Her bad boy boyfriend
from the
Cameron,
quarry.
who's more
Ethan from the
interested in
quarry,
next night's
bro.
Halloween party than meeting Allison's parents at a dinner that night, and Cameron's best friend Oscar, a mini Josh Gad who serves as some solid comic relief.
Nah, this
No, you
dude.
should
Hey,
just
I watched
two
the.
yucky dumpsters.
I watched the movie, bro. This dude is a cuck. This dude's a cuck. If you do a 48-hour stream, I'll change the title. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not
While
doing it.
Allison's in class, we get a
Ethan
nod to
carries
that
the whole
scene from the
movie.
original
Cap.
when Laurie glanced out a window to see Michael Myers. But unlike when they alluded to that scene in H2O, with Michelle Williams also seeing Michael when she looked out her classroom window, this time through, it's Laurie herself standing there stalking.
Oh, shit.
This movie does
What
that
the
a lot.
fuck?
It has Laurie replacing Michael in new renditions of classic shots. It's a
What
fun
the
way to touch
fuck?
on the theme of Laurie and Michael.
The fat
being
dude
forever
dies. Yeah, I already
connected,
know,
even
bro.
without the familial
I seen this
relationship.
movie before. I just
Laurie's
want
at
to
the
react to
school
the kill
pass
count.
along that
I wanna react
podcaster
to it.
paid
I never
play
watched the
money
kill count.
to Allison for her National Honors accomplishments. And during their fraught conversation, Laurie defends her parenting techniques that wound up causing her to lose custody of her daughter when Karen was 12 years old.
If the way I
Damn.
raised your mother means that she hates me, but that she's prepared for the horrors of this world, then I can live with that.
Laurie is definitely prepared for the horrors of
W mom.
this world, with a home shooting range full of mannequins and a bunch of guns, including
Lag.
one of those lever
I'm
action
lagging, I'm
rifles
lagging.
that Ash
Am I
had in
lagging?
Army of Darkness, and that I previously mistook for a shotgun. Thanks for the correction. You know I'm a gun dummy. Laurie takes one of her guns and gently caresses the trigger of it while she sits in a car that night drinking baby bottles of booze. The reason she's such a mess right now is because they're transferring Michael from Smithsgrove to another facility in a scene that features a voiceover by comedian Colin Mahan doing a Loomis impersonation that plays over an illustration of our favorite shape shrink. Meanwhile, our least
If y'all don't know, bro, every time they try transferring Michael Myers to a new facility, bro, he always escapes.
favorite shape shrink is boarding the bus to accompany his patient. We'll see how that pans out later, but right now, let's get a little taste of Jamie Lee Curtis's famous scream. She still got it. At a restaurant, Allison's family is celebrating her academic success and meeting her boyfriend Cameron, whose father is no stranger to Ray.
I know Lonnie. I went to high school with him. He used to sell me peyote.
Wait, Lonnie? Why does that sound
Lonnie?
familiar?
Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Oh, Lonnie the kid. Yo, I remember him. The
Lonnie? Why does that
jig.
sound familiar?
The jig.
Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Oh shit, that's right! Lonnie was one of the little
shit.
bastards who bullied Tommy Doyle about the boogeyman and made him crush his pumpkin. In fact, it was Lonnie's friend and fellow bully Richie who was the first person to run into Michael Myers with that cool sound effect. Laurie crashes the family dinner and chases down all that airplane alcohol with a full glass of red.
This is exactly why we don't reach out.
Damn, Karen
nah.
don't fuck around.
Oh,
but
nah.
you can't really blame her.
She went straight to
who
the
wants their
point,
drunk
bro.
Mom crying all over their entrees. Even if it does give this movie a chance to reference Michael's OG nickname.
I saw it.
The shape.
The shape.
The shape. The shape.
It's cool, but we've got company here for dinner, Grandma. After Allison comforts her vulnerable grandmother, Laurie leaves in her giant pickup truck. And in a weirdly flat performance by Judy Greer, Karen recounts her childhood of survival training and reenacting Silence of the Lambs to explain to her daughter why she
That's
doesn't
his name
want
in Dead
Laurie
by
around.
Daylight? Yeah, I know.
spent my entire life trying to get over the paranoia and neuroses that she has projected on me.
Maybe the monotone is supposed to stem from digging up childhood trauma, but still seems kind of weird. Speaking of interesting vocal performances, here's this kid.
Silence of the Lamb was such a... Wait, what's Silence of the Lambs even about, bro?
His name is Kevin, and he is not excited about going on a hunting trip with his dad.
I enjoy it, but I'm missing dance class for this.
Yeah, also, he sounds like he just spent the first 15 years of his life screaming his lungs out. He and his dad come across the Smithsgrove bus on the side of the road, the inmates wandering around, much like they did in that shot from the original when Loomis and Mary...
See, if I see inmates running around like that, what the fuck do I look like helping them? What the fuck can I do in this situation to help them? All I'm gonna do is just run them bitches over and drive away. Simple. Or swerve through them and drive away, bro. I'm not gonna risk any of them trying to break into my fucking car. Fuck I look like.
Freed from the sanitarium.
Fuck I look
Kevin's
like, bro.
dad gets out to see what's going on while Kevin calls the police. But when his pops doesn't return, Kevin takes his hunting rifle and checks out things for himself. He finds a guard or cop or someone on the side of the road and for some reason keeps his gun trained on him like the dude's an 8-bit duck trying to fly off screen. The guy isn't dead when Kevin finds him, but he seems to have bit the dust by time we cut to a long shot.
GG's.
So I'm fine with having him kick off the count.
First
Our
kill,
first kill
30 minutes
before
in.
30 minutes into the movie. Kevin approaches the bus looking for his dad, but instead he just showcases more crappy firearm training.
Don't shoot.
Damn!
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
I remember this scene. I remember this scene. I remember this scene. I remember this scene. Nah, I was in the movie theaters and I was watching this bitch. Yo, I was dying laughing when I seen this bitch, bro.
But instead,
Cause why the
he
fuck
just
he pre-fired that bitch? He no-scoped them with a hunting rifle. Mind you, no-scoped them right in the
more
chest.
crappy firearm training.
Don't shoot.
Boom.
And then he flees from the scene of the crime.
Nah, that's some
Damn,
hoe-ass
kid,
shit.
Who raised you? When
That's
he
some
climbs
hoe-ass
back into
shit,
his
bro.
truck to get out of there, Michael stops him by rising from the back seat and grabbing him by the neck. You might expect this kid to live because of his age, but nah, son. Michael Myers ain't playing 40 years later.
bro.
And he kills Kevin by breaking his neck against
Michael
the car
Myers
window.
don't kill
Yeah,
kids,
dude, they
but
killed
he
the
had-
kid.
I guess he
Although,
killed
to
him,
be
bro.
fair, the series did do that already back in Season of the Witch. Since Kevin managed to call the cops before his untimely demise, Deputy Frank Hawkins Hawkins shows up on the scene to reveal another couple of bodies to add to the count. We don't need to add this body in the background, cause turns out that's Kevin. Just compare the clothes, it's clearly the same outfit. We can, however, add this cop who Hawkins notices on the side of the road. And before you even start, I don't think it's the same dude that Kevin found. Just compare where the two bodies are. They're on separate sides of the bus. They're also in different positions, and I don't think the cop Kevin found had enough life left in him to crawl that far away from his original spot. We get another body to add to the count when Hawkins finds Kevin's dad up against the side of the bus.
Yo! What the fuck?
Almost looks like there's some extra vertebrae in there. Ouch. When Hawkins checks the bus for any more bodies, he finds Dr. Sartain, who survived getting shot by Kevin and who tells Hawkins that Michael Myers has escaped. The next day, on Halloween, the podcasting duo heads to the Haddonfield Cemetery to look at Judith Myers' grave, where Erin describes her death in such detail that it evokes flashbacks to the original. Here we have another great bit of commentary, this time on how some true crime podcasters seem to get off on the morbid descriptions.
What's good to how you been? What's good, Jaden? WJaden in the chat. Appreciate it for pulling up, man. What's good, Jaden? I've been chilling, bro. I'm doing my 24-hour stream right now, bro. I'm on hour 20. I'm on hour 20, bro.
Covering. It's kind of
unsettling. No, I'm on hour 19. Hour 19.
Michael's
hour
there
19.
in the background watching them.
I'm on hour 19.
While. In fact, after they stop at a gas station, where I think Dana says she needs to drop a deuce,
I need to go to number 2 almost immediately.
we see that Michael has followed them there as well, walking
How was
around
the sleep
in broad
segment?
daylight, all willy fucking nilly.
It was
Dana
cool,
heads to the
bro.
bathroom
It was
in a
cool,
shot
but
that makes this
I was
gas
getting
station
spammed,
look
bro.
very much like the one in part 4.
I was
the
getting
one connected
spammed.
to that Shrine of Lincoln diner where Doc Loomis encountered Michael again. And after Dana finds a suitable stall for her poop casting, she hears Michael walk into the bathroom.
I was getting spammed with TTS. I had TTS on when I was sleeping, bro.
He stole the keys to a car from that young mom on a toilet. This movie has franchise references all over the damn place. While Dana grows more fearful of the man outside her stall, Erin peeps in on the gas station clerk and finds that he's been killed on the job, his jaw broken and his teeth ripped
Oh
out.
my fucking gosh.
In a gnarly off-screen death.
Oh my
this movie is actually full of
gosh.
those. It's kind of cool. Erin then heads back to the garage
Oh,
of this
no.
gas station and finds a mechanic's body stripped of his clothes.
What the fuck? He in...
Erin then heads back to the garage of this gas station.
Yo,
and finds
he's butt naked, dead. Imagine if someone kills you in GTA and leaves you butt naked, bro. I'll be mad. I'll
mechanic's
be
body
mad.
stripped of his clothes. We actually saw this mechanic being killed in the background a minute ago when Dana was asking where the loo was, but I'll put him on the list now when we know that he's
XQC
confirmed
went
dead.
live,
Back in the
I'm out.
bathroom, Michael gives Dana a present,
Okay.
about $35 in tooth fairy bucks. Score! He chases her underneath the
Oh,
stalls in a
shit.
scene that's equal parts suspenseful and nasty until Erin rushes into the bathroom to save her. Michael responds by grabbing Erin and beating him completely
Oh
senseless,
my
smashing his
gosh.
head against the wall and then
See, when he's bashing his head against the wall, if I was the female, I'm running out that bitch. I'm running out. This is where you run out. This is where you run out, bro.
It's very violent. And
Why are you
although we
still
see
in there,
Aaron
bro?
Clinging to life, the last shot of him does show his eyes closing, so I'm just gonna add him to the list.
Yeah,
if he
he
comes
did,
back in
bro.
a sequel, don't bite my head off. This dude's injuries seem pretty damn fatal to me. As for Dana, she gets confirmed killed just off screen after Michael raises her up by the throat and breaks
Yeah,
her
GG.
neck with a nasty.
You should spend $400 on a PS5 just to play Ghost of Tsushima. I already got a PS5. I already got a PS5.
Oh no, with these two
I already got a
dead, their
PS5.
audience will have to choose to listen to one of the 5,000 other true crime
Play Ghost of
podcasts.
Tsushima or play Ghost of
With his warm-up
Yotai?
kills out of the way,
You want me to play Tsushima or Yotai?
Michael takes his mask out
Ghost
of
of
Aaron and
Yotai-
Dana's
Yotai?
trunk and suits up to
Is
his
it good?
final
Is it
evolved
good?
form. Mike Myers is back, baby, and he
That
ain't
shit's so
here to be
tough.
anybody's love.
If I play it, I'm most likely gonna do a gaming marathon. If I play it, I'm most likely. I want my Mataruns next week, but I think 26 is on sale. If I play Yotai, bro, I'm most likely gonna do a gaming marathon. I'm gonna play it and then like I'm gonna just like, you feel me, play that bitch, and I can't end until I beat it.
Guru. After Lori hears about Michael's escape from the prison bus on a news report, she heads over to her daughter Karen's house so she can fire drill her family.
Gotcha! Jesus. You're dead.
Even though she warns them that Michael's bus crashed, they're more worried about the
On
crazy
some
lady
med
waving
shit?
a gun around in their house. So Karen ushers her
Nah,
to the
don't,
door
cause
and
that
says,
shit's so
"Take a
peak.
good
You gotta
look at
take your time
daughter,
with it.
Lori, 'cause
But
this
bro,
the-
look, if I take my time with it, bro, I'm gonna like forget. I'm gonna forget. Like, bro, that's what I'm doing with Star Wars, bro. When have y'all seen me play that Star Wars game? I don't know when's the last time I played that Star Wars game. I forgot everything, bro. It's like if I don't finish it in like 1 or 2 sittings, bro, I'm gonna forget about it, bro. I got so much shit I got worried on in my lifetime that I can't just sit down and just play the fucking game. I just can't do that, bro. So it's like if I play it, I'm gonna just do a marathon all through one stream.
Last time you're gonna be seeing me for a while. Halloween night comes, and with it, trick or treat.
Then we can just spam you to play it.
Reference to a scene in the original Halloween 2.
Yes, bro. Just do a marathon. That's what I'm saying,
Same
bro.
costume, same shoulder-mounted.
That's what I'm saying. I might as well just do a marathon,
cue.
bro.
That homage leads into my absolute fucking favorite scene in this movie, which contains a few more references to Halloween 2. Remember when Michael kicked off that first sequel by stealing a knife from Mr. and Mrs. Elrod after she asked a very important...
What Halloween movie is this? This is the one in 2018. The 2018 sequel.
Sandwich question?
Harold, you want mayonnaise on your sandwich? How about mustard?
That scene gets updated in
Mayonnaise
Halloween
sandwich.
2018 after Michael grabs a hammer from a garage and then begins a 2.5 minute long one take where the camera never stops rolling. It starts with a housewife, apparently named Gina Pancella, making a sandwich in a very Elrodian kitchen before
How the fuck
Michael
does he know
walks in
everyone's
and
name?
murders her off screen. You hear him hit her at least
Yeah,
6
GG's.
times with that hammer, and we see the body momentarily
Damn.
after the shot continues
GG's,
on through
bro.
the kitchen. Michael trades out his hammer for a much more comfortable kitchen knife and then walks through this woman's house, thankfully ignoring the crying baby in the living room.
It's his
So I
job
guess
to
that's
study
where
all
the line
that.
is drawn. Raspy teenager? Okay to kill.
You right.
Wailing baby? Too much even for Michael. He leaves through her front door and heads down the sidewalk. The camera still following him without a single cut yet. The shot continues as he scares a nurse and doctor couple getting ready to go to
Yo,
the
this nurse right here, this nurse, she bad. This actor right here, she bad as fuck.
costume party. And then as he steps onto a porch to find another victim with a classic sound cue. With this shot still...
Yo, I'm so ready for the Halloween game, bro. Like, yo, I'm so ready for this Halloween game to come out, bro.
Fucking rolling, y'all. The camera holds its
After this video, I'm gonna play the Michael Myers horror game.
The side of the house.
I'm gonna play the Michael Myers horror game after this. I'm gonna play the Michael Myers horror game after this shit.
Scene of suspense, and we don't break the tension until we see Michael come into the house and murder this woman, apparently named Andrea Wagner, by stabbing her through the back of the neck. The CG knife admittedly looks a little weird, but if that's what they had to do to assure that one shot went off without a hitch, it's totally worth it. At the high school Halloween party, where a DJ with a bad
High school Halloween
table
party.
blares a not
This is some Diddy party ass shit. Nobody going to a party that's hosted at the school.
On a pop song, Allison and Cameron are having a good time dressed as gender-bent Bonnie and Clyde when she takes a call from Vicky, who's babysitting a little kid named Julian. Vicky wants Allison to come hang out with her, and honestly, Allison,
remember this
you should
scene.
do
I
it
remember this
just so you
scene.
can chill with Julian. That kid's hilarious.
I know you talking about smoking weed. Don't lie. That's against the rules. I'm telling my mom.
Obviously, the scene is just here for comic
Nah,
relief,
Julian
but
funny
it
as
fucking
shit.
works,
I
man.
remember this,
love the
bro.
back and
I
forth
remember this.
between Virginia Gardner and Jabril Nantambu, a first-time kid actor who apparently improvised most of his dialogue.
If I had some other kind of babysitter, she'd be reading me a story. I wouldn't be up clipping my nasty ass toenails.
Nah, does he die? Nah, he don't. He don't. Man, hell nah. He too goated to die. He too goated. Look. Just listen. Just look at what moves he pulls off.
Sweet babysitter.
He the only smart one in this movie. Dead ass. He's the only smart one in this movie. I'm not
shows up at
trolling.
Julian's house, dressed as a farmer. And
Ethan, the dude from the Quarry. Another appearance.
Strode's alias in H2O.
This is Tate.
Hi, Tate.
He's there to get icky with Vicky.
I
but
thought he was
before they can
gay.
get sticky, Julian interrupts them, complaining that there's a boogeyman in his closet. Vicky goes to retuck Julian in bed, but when he asks her to make sure the closet door is shut, she has a hard time fulfilling his request. That's
GG's.
because there is indeed a boogeyman inside. And after Michael slashes Vicky to the ground, Julian GTFOs. Vicky awesomely hits Michael
Julian
in the
ass
shin
got the
and
fuck up
tries
out
to
of
be a
there.
Runaway. But she slips on, what, her socks? That sucks, man. I would have much rather seen her put up more of a fight or have a proper chase
Oh
scene.
my
But
gosh.
maybe I'm just being picky about Vicky. Instead,
Wait, did she
Michael
die?
kills
Oh,
her
she
quickly
died.
with a couple of kitchen knife
Oh,
stabs to the back
nah.
and then shuts the bedroom door. As for
Oh.
Stoner Dave, to his credit, even after Julian tells him to run, he grabs a knife and goes to defend his girlfriend. A police report about the incident comes through to Hawkins, and Lori picks it up on a scanner
GG's.
in her truck as
GG's.
well. While Hawkins investigates Julian's house, Lori arrives outside and tells kids wearing the Halloween 3 masks to get out of there and go home. But maybe don't watch any TV commercials when you get there, okay kids? Underneath a sheet ghost, Hawkins finds Vicky's body. And if that seems too decorative for Michael Myers for you, don't forget, he did splay Annie out in front of his sister's tombstone back in the original. He's no Jason or anything, but he's always had a small streak of creativity when it comes to corpse decoration.
Facts.
Outside,
Facts.
Lori sees Hawkins through one window of the house, and then Michael in another. The first time she's seen him in his mask in 4
Ooh, this scene was aura.
For this shot, Michael
This scene
Myers
was
played by
aura.
Nick Castle, the man who originally donned the mask in 1978. He was also a very pleasant dude when I met him in person. Laurie shoots at what ends up just being Mirror Myers, so Michael is able to just saunter on out of the house totally unscathed. By time Hawkins goes downstairs after him,
Police,
Michael
bro.
is gone, but he does
El
find Dave's
Police.
body pinned against the wall with a knife through his neck. Again, another pretty decent
Yeah,
off-screen
what the
kill.
fuck?
And this one's even got a timestamp. Outside, Laurie shoots Michael in the shoulder, but he still manages to get away from her. Hawkins catches up with Laurie and they talk to each other in a very familiar way. So at first I had guessed he was one of her ex-husbands, but alas, turns out that's not the case. He is, however,
Is the game you're playing called Retro Realms Halloween? Nah.
cop who caught Michael.
I don't know what the
after he
game's
shot
called.
off that
I don't know what
balcony
the game's
40
called.
years ago. In this timeline, after Michael disappeared from the ground, scaring the sanity out of Dr. Loomis, he was apparently captured mere moments later by none other than Frank Hawkins here, who also prevented Dr. Loomis from killing Mikey My. The badass-looking Sheriff Barker arrives with the recently awakened Dr. Sartain. But unfortunately, Sheriff Barker's not a bigger character in this movie, and instead we're about to be stuck with Sartain for a little while. Sartain sees Laurie and fanboys over her hard. Chill out, dude. You should know Ms. Curtis don't like that kind of shit. After meeting him, she refers to him as the new Loomis, although I personally prefer the much shorter Noomis. During all this, Allison's time at the high school dance has been a total disaster, since she caught Cameron kissing with a kitty named Kim. Between that,
Damn, shit, I would've too. She looked bad. Hold on, replay. Hold
during
on.
all this, Allison's time at the high school dance has been a total disaster, since she caught Cameron kissing
Oh yeah, she bad. Yeah, she bad.
with a
I
kitty
would've
named
too.
Kim.
I would've
Between
too.
that and all the contraband
would've.
booze he's been guzzling, Allison is totally done with Cameron. But good riddance to him, girl. This dude's the kind of jerk who will toss her phone into some unsanitary party nacho cheese.
Nah.
Fuck that guy. Allison
He's
and
sold.
Oscar
Now she got
When
no
we walk home,
phone,
we run into a
and there's
spot
Michael
of
Myers on the loose.
You're
Yeah,
the
GDs.
coolest, you're the prettiest, and you're the nicest girl in school. If
Cuck.
anyone doesn't appreciate that, they're
Cuckery.
Thank you.
Cuckery. He's trying to get that rebound. He's trying to get the
no.
rebound.
We have all seen this relationship play out before, and nobody ever seems to win in the end.
Facts.
Hawkins and Noomis
W
are out looking
cuckery,
for
W
Michael
cuckery.
Myers, and during their buddy road trip conversation, we see just how friggin' obsessed Sartain is with the silent serial killer.
I want to know what he's feeling. I want to know what pleasure he gets out of killing.
What?
Because of that,
I was playing
he wants
FC
to
yesterday,
capture
and
Michael
if
alive,
I say
but
you
Hawkins
fucking
ain't looking to
will I
repeat
get-
the same mistake he
If I
made
say
in
you
1978
fucking
when
will
he
I
let
get
Michael
banned?
live.
I said
Meanwhile,
because
Laurie
some
and
do
the
type of
police
shot or
escort
something.
get
I
to
haven't got
Karen's
banned, so I
house
don't
and
think
tell
so,
her
right?
that it's me
Yeah,
all
you wouldn't
over
get banned.
the
You're not
house. So
getting
they
banned. You're not
freakishly
getting
call
banned.
Allison's submerged
You're not
cell
getting
phone
banned.
and
You're
leave
not getting
voicemails
banned.
that call back to classic Laurie lines.
Just make sure when you say something like that, just make sure to say like, oh, in GTA or something
As
like
I
that.
say.
But right now, Allison is taking a shortcut home with Oscar, whose crush on her erupts just as awkwardly as we all feared.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Nah. What?
Oh boy, you just hate to see that happen.
What?
At least he stops when she tells him no, although he does go into a little too much detail while he's apologizing to her.
All these girls are like dancing on me. Their beautiful bodies got me all chubbed out, Allison.
She leaves him in this backyard that has
Damn.
motion sensor lights, and when Michael appears behind Oscar, the horny kid mistakes him for the yard's owner, Mr. Elrod, which, yes, is a reference to the sandwich couple from Halloween 2. Oscar
Straight
pours
aura
his heart out
debt?
to the
Facts.
figure in a bit of backyard
Nah,
therapy.
he in debt
You
for
ever really
aura
liked a girl and
again.
you
You
just couldn't have
right.
her?
You right.
You have no idea, Oscar. We get a very well-constructed scene utilizing the motion sensor lights that keep turning off because of Michael's ever closer stillness, and that builds nicely to a solid jump scare. Oscar makes a run for it, but gets stopped by the gate, so by the time Allison turns around in response to his screaming, it's too late. Michael stabs Oscar in the back, who then falls and gets a spear-tipped fence post through his chin. We get a better look at the nasty carnage after Allison arrives and finds his body. Damn, that's
Nah.
the franchise's newest heroine, and Michael fucking
This was one of the most like gruesome deaths.
Myers finally come face to face
Oh
for the
my
first time
gosh.
ever. And holy shit, there is an amazing piece of music to accompany the seminal moment.
Damn.
Damn, Damn, it's great to have Carpenter back as one of the composers, and hear him make new stuff for the series. Just a bit of background, another of the movie's composers was John's son Cody Carpenter, and that awesome noise in this piece was accomplished by running a bow across a guitar, as seen being performed here by the movie's third composer, Daniel Davies, who is the son of Dave Davies and nephew of Ray Davies of the Kinks. Allison
no
runs
idea
away
what the fuck
and
he's
bangs
talking
on a
about.
neighbor's window for help, and we get a nice reversal of the same situation from the original. Back in that movie, Laurie's pleas for help were met with indifference, and the
Yo, they
neighbor
wearing the
turning off
same-
their
oh,
porch
never mind.
light. But this time around, Allison finds a good Samaritan who turns their porch light on and then sits with her as they wait for Hawkins to arrive. Aw, that really warms my heart. Those
W,
neighbors
bro.
were good people. Hawkins is there to take Allison to her grandma's
Good W
house,
neighbors,
where
W
Lori, Karen,
neighbors.
and Ray are already waiting. Why Laurie's house over, say, the police station? Well, because Laurie Strode's house is a goddamn fortress. It's even got a hidden stairwell.
Wait, that is true. Wait. Okay, so theoretically, if Michael Myers is trying to hunt you, just go camp in the police station. There's hella straps, bro. Hella straps at the police station. All you gotta do is camp at the police station where all those police is. Get yourself a shotgun and an AR, and you straight, bro. Michael Myers come near you, shotgun to the face. And when Michael Myers on the ground, you pull out your AR. Growl, boom, 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 boom. Letting clips fly, bro. You letting clips fly at him, bro. Fucking. And then when you out of bullets, then that's when you pull out that little Glock. And then, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. That's methods. That's what I'm doing. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's a movie though. He's taking out everyone. You right. You right.
And guns. Lots and lots of guns.
Nah, but Michael Myers, if you don't know, Michael Myers, like he's trying to kill. This is Michael Myers' sister, and he's trying to kill his sister. Michael Myers is trying to kill his sister. So shit, if I was her, I would camp in a fucking police station. All the cops are dumb as rocks, bro. Bro, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's why you gotta camp at the police station with the straps. Fuck the cops. You're only using the cops as bait and extra firepower, and you get to use their guns for free.
God. What you trying to do down there, Lori? Open your own Walmart? Hawkins
We gotta do a streamer Friday the 13th segment. We can't play Friday the 13th, bro. How do I tell you? That game is it got shut down, bro. It got shut down.
I was into him with this police vehicle. And I know what you're thinking. This is one of those Ben Tramer situations of mistaken identity, right?
What the fuck?
That never gets old. But no, it turns out this is actually
It's back
real
up?
Michael Myers.
Cap.
For reals. Dr.
Cap.
Sartain tends to him and tells Hawkins that he's dead. But guess what? Sartain's a fucking liar. Because he actually wants to keep Michael alive so bad that he takes out a penknife and stabs Hawkins in the neck with it. Oh, damn. Sartain gets Hawkins to the ground as Allison watches helplessly from inside the car.
nah.
The crazed doctor kills the deputy with a couple of stabs that leave
nah.
him bleeding out to death from the neck. R.I.P. Hawkster. When I first saw this movie, I was aghast watching this twist unfold, and my confidence
Nah,
in it
that's
was
some hoe
not
ass
at
shit.
all restored when Sartain popped up into Allison's view wearing the Shatner mask. Holy shit, that looks
Nah, that's some hoe ass shit. What the fuck are you doing, bro? That's some hoe ass shit.
dumb. But
It'll be back up
thankfully,
in
his
like a
game of
year.
dress up only lasts
In
as
a
long
year,
as it takes
bro.
him to load
In a
Michael's
fucking
unconscious
year.
body into the back seat with Allison. After all, can't really drive in a mask like that. I've learned to live with the Sartain thing, partly because it's here that Sartain admits to being responsible.
Why
for
does he
the
want to
bus
kill his
crash
sister
that
so
threw
damn
Michael
bad?
in the
I don't know.
first
I don't
place.
know.
That
I
works
forgot.
But it does still feel
forgot
like a
why.
pretty cheap mechanic to get Michael to Laurie's house, since I guess Sartain's gonna take him there for a reunion to, honestly, I don't know. This guy's crazy. And very disrespectful of corpses. The entrance to Laurie's property is currently being guarded by officers Francis and Richard, a pair of cops who are another source of comic relief. Once again, it works for me. I find their conversation very natural and hilarious as they talk about what they've packed for dinner.
Fresh brownie.
Okay.
Chocolatey homemade brownie. I made that myself.
That look calm. I ain't gonna lie. That's W eats. That's W dessert eats, but that's not W dinner eats. If you're eating brownies and fucking chocolate syrup shit for fucking dinner, you're a little kid.
I was actually really
There's
surprised
no way you're above the
that
age
these
of
two actors
5, bro.
weren't comedians or UCB improvisers
There's no
or
way.
anything of the sort. Officer Richards there is played by Charlie Benton in his only credited role, since his real job is a special victims police detective. He's served as this movie's law enforcement technical technical advisor and somehow wound up rocking this very funny role. And Officer Francis there is played by none other than Christopher Nelson, this movie's makeup artist who made Michael's mask and who won the Academy Award for makeup effects for his work on Suicide Squad. It was awesome to learn that these two non-actors managed to be really funny, way better than the last time this franchise tried to have a pair of comedic cops.
All clear. Nothing above, nothing below.
Never forget those stupid fucking clown noises. On their way to Laurie's, Allison gets Sartain to pull over by saying Michael spoke to her and that she can tell him what he said. Again, since everyone in this movie's obsessed with that shit for some reason, it works. And he pulls over Hawkins' car right down the street from Francis and Richards. Michael reawakens and remasks himself and then kicks the crap out of Sartain through the police car's caging. As Richards tries to get Hawkins on his radio, Michael pulls the doctor from the vehicle, and Allison takes the opportunity to flee into the woods. From the ground, Sartain stares up at Michael and gives him one final request.
Say something.
Now, although Chelsea had a great idea for this moment back when we first reviewed this movie,
Say something. And then Michael, it would have been the best 90s movie ever if he was like, something, and then smashed it.
in actuality, Michael doesn't say anything.
That was so fucking
funny. Sartain's head like a pumpkin. Yeah, Michael, you earned your patented head tilt with that one. Allison runs away right as Richards and Francis show up, and although they find what remains of Sartain's body, they don't spot Michael as he stands behind them. From inside Laurie's house, Ray sees the police car pull up and goes outside to greet the cops. But when he gets to the cruiser, he finds them dead inside instead. These are probably this movie's best off-screen kills, since Richards has Sartain's penknife lodged into his head, and Francis is a full-on jack-o'-lantern.
Yo!
Ray barely has time to piss himself before he backs up right into Michael Myers, who's waiting for him with a wind chime chain that he uses to garrote
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
to the ground.
You cannot be caught lacking near Michael Myers. Deadass, you literally cannot be caught lacking. He would catch you lacking real quick.
Michael finishes the job.
You cannot be caught. You gotta be aware 24/7, bro.
Gonna break this to little Pete. Laurie hears the commotion and comes downstairs with a gun to see a masked Michael standing on her front lawn. She locks the door and sends Karen into the basement, but after she gets stupidly close against the door, Michael breaks through.
I don't even know why he going on a murder spree. So look, when Michael was a baby, I'm explaining. When Michael was a baby, his parents or some shit were like evil or some shit, and like they like went to like this one ritual spot, and they put like a little ritual on Michael Myers, and he has like a little mark on his stomach or some shit, and it's basically like a demon is like attached to him or some shit like that, and like he can't speak or anything, and all he wants to do is kill. Like the only thing he knows how to do is just kill. That's it. Only thing he knows how to do is just kill people, just kill. Like and he gains superhuman strength and superhuman durability, so he like could like fucking regenerate. He could fucking, you feel me? Like you see how he stopped someone's head in like a fucking orange. He has fucking superhuman strength and all types of crazy shit, bro.
And almost ends the
but he has like regular speed and shit. I think Michael Myers can't get caught lagging by me. You mean by us? I ain't gonna lie, me and Tez, we dead Mike Solo. We dead like Mike duo solo Michael Myers.
A couple of Mikey's fingers with her shotgun.
I think I could solo Michael Myers, bro. He's a bum, bro. If you give me a shotgun, bro, I'm soloing Michael Myers, bro.
And shooting out her eardrums, right? How's she about to hear anything?
People in this movie be fucking like sped, bro.
Floodlights as Michael
they be dumb as shit.
The holes in the front door. Laurie tries to wall hack and shoot Michael through the floor he's standing on, but it apparently doesn't hit him. So all she's got now is a hole in her floor in a blown position.
Look,
she goes
in this situation, bro. Look, you're in the basement. No one is going to be able to get you, bro. Michael Myers is not gonna be able to get you. There's no way to get into the basement besides that. All you gotta do is camp down there, call hella police, surround the goddamn house, and if he's inside the house, all the police have to do is just circle around the house, wait for this dude to pop out, and once he pops out, these two out from the basement, flank him with the shotgun and shoot him, bro. It's not that hard, bro. It's not that hard, bro.
This 40-year-old grudge, and the movie once again makes a nod to the original by having her suspect that Michael's in a closet with wooden slab
Michael Myers, you're a bot,
bro. She doesn't find him there among the clothes and vacuum cleaner, so instead she methodically checks and clears each room in her house one by one, locking each one behind her with a gate system that she's installed. Meanwhile, Allison has run over a river of blood and through the woods to get to grandmother's house. But when she pops out of the tree line, we end up with a very overwrought scene of her getting scared by mannequins.
Nah, I'll be scared
Man,
as fuck
I hate
too,
this
bro.
scene. What are they even doing with this? I much prefer my horror mannequins to have a quiet, unsettling presence about them, like they do in a room upstairs in which Laurie looks for Michael. After she finds Ray's body stuffed on a closet
my
shelf
gosh,
like so
bro.
many Christmas decorations, she
Jeez.
does indeed come across Michael, who attacks her for round 2 of this
Ooh.
rivalry. During this fight, he
1v1s.
actually manages to stab her and then toss her off the balcony in a reverse situation of the original
Damn.
Halloween's ending. But after Michael gets a good look at her body out there, Allison comes through the front door and calls out for Laurie, distracting Michael long enough for Laurie to emulate his famous disappearance.
Damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Gotcha,
Allison joins her mother
gotcha,
in the bunker.
gotcha.
The two of them hide among the food stocks. But since Laurie had shot from down there earlier, Michael knows where they're hiding. So he starts tearing at the kitchen island with his crazy, scary strength. While he's huffing and puffing, Karen Strode sees a gun with her name on it. Or her
Oh,
initials,
shit.
So she grabs it and takes a defensive position at the
Let's
bottom
go.
of
Let's
the
see this
stairs.
bitch.
Michael finally breaks the island away, but doesn't show himself immediately. So it's up to Karen to flush him out with a show of tears and fear.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Gotcha.
Damn.
Damn, Karen don't fuck around. And for that matter, neither does Laurie.
Damn.
Happy Halloween, Michael.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like
Hey.
this showdown, this one's got a third part to it. So Michael Myers and Laurie Strode take turns beating on each other one last
Boom.
time. She knocks him
That
down
would
into
actually
the
be
bunker and
sick
helps
if the
Allison
sisters got
escape
powers
into the
too.
kitchen. But when Karen goes to follow,
Nah, Michael Myers only has powers is because he has a curse on him.
Michael gets back up and grabs the middle Strode lady. Laurie tells her granddaughter to run, but Allison wants to earn her place among the pantheon of kick-ass Strode women, or as Jamie Lee Curtis calls them, Hallow women. She grabs a knife off the ground and uses it to stab Michael in the
Boom.
shoulder.
W
and slash him in the hand
strat.
until he
W
lets her
strat.
mom go. Then
W
it's
strat.
just one kick to the face and a pull of a lever, and Michael Myers is trapped
Oh,
in the
he's
basement by some
trapped.
scary spikes. Gas starts pumping into the house, and Karen tells Allison that the bunker is actually a trap. Michael is all locked up with nowhere to go. So all he can do is
Yo.
stand there and look up at Laurie
remember this.
impassively
I remember
while
this.
She lights a road flare and throws it into the basement.
Dickhead.
The gas catches fire, and Michael still doesn't move, not even as explosions take place and the flames.
See, I wouldn't even let Michael. You feel me? I wouldn't even let him breathe and sit up like this. I'm keeping a Glock on me. I'm pulling out the Glock and I'm shooting him in the face in GTA. I don't give a fuck. If this is the last time I see you, I gotta get my get back with a bullet straight to your dome skis, gang. What are you talking about? No, like if the ritual rubbed off on the sister, but she's not evil because it wasn't. Oh, nah, that'll be L. That'll be lame. That'll be lame as shit.
Spread all around him. Laurie and her lineage leave.
I'm gonna be real. That'll be lame as shit, bro. I don't want to see I don't want to see two super freaks fighting each other, bro. I want to see a regular human take down Michael Myers' little bitch
As her
ass.
fortress burns down, mannequins,
Which was
monitors,
exactly
Minnie Myers
executed.
houses and all. But I'm not gonna put Michael Myers on the kill count because as these empty shots of the basement show, we never get to see a body. And you know that fucker always comes back for more. Plus, during the credits, you can hear him breathing, which was also performed by Nick Castle. The movie ends with 3 generations of kick-ass survivors flagging down a truck and a Texas Chainsaw-like shot that pans down to Allison still holding that bloody knife. Freeze frame. How many kills did Michael Myers get in this latest and greatest Halloween sequel? Let's find out and get to the numbers. I counted 18 kills in Halloween 2018, putting it near the middle of this franchise for number of victims.
W,
Those
bro.
victims included
W.
only 4 women and 14 dudes, and
Damn.
among those 14 dudes was 1 kid. So, you know, factor that in however you want to. With a runtime of 106 minutes, that comes out to a kill on average every 5.89 minutes. Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill goes to Dr. Sartain, obviously. That is one messy
Yeah, this
head-
was calm. That was calm, bro. That was kind of corny, not gonna
Sorry
lie.
I can't show it uncensored in the public version, but peep that shit on Patreon if you want. Or just, you know, watch the fucking movie. Doll Machete for lamest kill will go to Ray, both because of the method by which he was killed and the fact that we never get to see
The
his
way he
wife
came
or
out with the
daughter
mask, yeah, that
acknowledge
shit was
his death.
L.
Like, come on, at least one line of sadness. That dude was cool. And that's it. Halloween 2018 came out in 2018, obviously, and did so well at the box office that a sequel is already in development. I've got more big request movies for the next
I'm not
week.
gonna lie. I don't want to react. I don't want to react to the sequel. I'm not reacting to that shit. I'm playing the Michael Myers horror game. I want to experience Michael Myers for myself. Michael Myers, I'm coming to fucking grape you, buddy.